At the heart of the picturesque hot and cold lakes of the Essequibo, a revolution is taking place. Cage fishing, an aquaculture practice where fish are grown in large, submerged cages, is transforming the livelihoods of many indigenous communities. And now it's time for Mashabo, and this is their first harvest. Henry Hendricks, the village chief or Tushao, oversees the haul.
I see a lot of struggles within the community, and with this kind of initiative, what the president, when he was here, when he talked about this fish, growing fishes and doing the fish farming, and so I said, well, the fish really basically now is like to help develop the community. And let me say the funds that you get in now is to help to do other things within the community.
I tried to get into the action, but was of little use. Cage fishing in Guyana is more than just an innovative method of fish farming. It's a lifeline for indigenous communities and a beacon of sustainable development in line with Guyana's low-carbon development strategy 2030. The idea for the cage fishing initiative came from Dr. Irfan Ali, the president of Guyana himself.
In 2021, President Ali established an aquaculture committee to come up with ideas to explore the expansion of aquaculture in Guyana and to come up with projects and culture systems that could expand upon what we currently do. The cage aquaculture project was President Ali's idea. He had this idea that we could use the water bodies that were not traditionally used for aquaculture to grow species that would be suitable to the various locations.
For this initiative, the government provides the cage, feed and fingerlings and also provide technical and other assistance to the communities. Given the consumer's search for ready supplies of fish, the cage fishing initiative is timely, according to Tej Narangir, the aquaculture consultant spearheading the initiative.
A lot of our inland fisheries resources for a long time have been overfished and have a lot of fishing pressure. So you would find that a lot of the species that persons would have traditionally relied upon have declined in abundance. For the case, in those cases, aquaculture provides a logical step to ensuring supply of protein and ensuring livelihoods for indigenous communities.
For the Essequibo-lake communities, including Kapui and Mainstay, a particular species of fish was chosen, namely tambaqui.
Tambaqui is a good species. These water bodies, the black waters are dark, they're acidic. The pH scale runs from 1 to 14, with 7 being neutral and below 7 being acidic. And tambaqui is very suitable for the pH of 4 and other acidic waters. It grows very well. We can get a fish weighing about 2 kilos or 4 pounds in 9 months. And we can sell it. In these communities, they're selling fish right now at $500 per pound. In Bartica, tambaqui comes all the way from Brazil and sells for $1,500 a pound.
While the fish is not widely used on the coast, it has become popular in recent years. Mr. Gear explains why it makes all the sense for Essequibo-lake communities.
And it's not native to Guyana, but it was introduced when I headed the Department of Fisheries in, I think, 2005 or 6. We saw that it was a very good aquaculture candidate, so we pushed to have it introduced.
Where did they come from, Brazil?
Yes, but in Guyana there are several other species, like some of my staff were pointing out to me the other day, that closely resemble the tambaqui, that people have a tradition of eating. So they'll call it the pacu or the false pacu or the red pacu or the morocot. All of those are closely related species that indigenous communities in the interior have a tradition and a history of eating. So that's the tradition part. It's not strange to them. It looks similar, it tastes similar, and so on. But in terms of the biological characteristics from the aquaculturist point of view, it has an excellent growth rate. Tilapia will grow 3 grams a day. Tambaqui will grow 9 grams per day. In 6 months, you'll get a 1 pound tilapia, but in 9 months, you get a 4 pound tambaqui. It's a tasty fish. It has a high fat content. So if you roast it, the fat within the tissues kind of cook it from the inside. So, it tastes pretty well. And also, biologically speaking, it can consume a relatively low level of protein and still give you a good fish. So tilapia might need 32% protein, tambaqui can manage with 26%. So it costs less to feed it. It's not a predator, so it doesn't have to eat other fish like lokanani. You can feed it plant proteins and convert it to animal protein.
Given the success of the project, the President has instructed that cage fishing be expanded to other areas, namely Rockstone in Region 10, Moraikawai in Region 5, St. Cuthbert's Mission in Region 4, Napi and Shulinab in Region 9, and Riversview, Falmouth, Cartabo, and Itabali in Region 7. The plan is to use species other than tambaqui that could provide a faster turnover. As cage fishing continues to grow, it offers an answer to the question of whether economic progress and low-carbon development can go hand in hand. For the newsroom, Neil Marks reporting.